Hey y'all, welcome back to episode 3 of Pokemon TCG Pocket No EX challenge. Today, I'll be using a deck that deals with crowd control. Basically, we have the against Arbok line where if Arbok is in play and attacks, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. And we also have the opposite of that, where if we don't like the Pokemon that is in the active spot, we could switch it with one from the bench. So basically, we're just trying to control the field of which Pokemon is in the active or in the bench and try to play off that. As for my supporters, I have 2 Giovannis because even though 1670 attack from both Arbok and Pidgeot is respectable, you might need some more power into that. And sometimes, even though Pidgeot's ability Drive Off is the same as Sabrina's card, you may sometimes want this extra Sabrina to just get things set up and control the field more better. So let's get started and just play the first battle of our intermediate step-up battle, which is against a Venusaur and Executor deck. Let me switch. Alright, battle. Let's get going. Alright. I go first. I start off with Pidgey, and I just put it in the active spot. He put Paris. They have a really cool deck, Venusaur and Executor. You don't really know, Executor is really a Pokemon that plays a bit aggressive early start. While doing that, they set up the bench with Venusaur that is very bulky and can take a lot of hits. So that's what I'm really worried about. Yeah, let's end turn. I can't really do anything. Paris gets an energy. He can't attack because he needs 2 energy to attack. For me, darn, I'm in the same situation. I didn't have the ideal hand at all. I have to burn the energy, but let's put it on Pidgey. First, let's attack with Gust for 10 attack points. They Pokeball. Maybe they find a Bulbasaur. Oh, they have Pharaoh up. Oh, now they have Execute in the bench. Now, it's best for me to just switch and retreat. I think Paris could do 30 damage to me. Yeah, let's play Arbok just in case. Nah, I don't want to get hit like 60 damage if something happens, and I'd be really behind in the game. Let's end turn. Yeah, so ideally you want your Ekans and Pidgey. Your Ekans in the active spot, and I knew it. The Paris evolved to Parasect, and now I'm in a doozy. I don't think I have a really good hand this time. I may have lose this battle. Let's just use Giovanni. I know it doesn't kill, but we had to do the most amount of damage. Hopefully we could draw something next turn, like a Pidgeot. Oh man. Yeah, I lost my first loss in this challenge TCG Pocket game. Yeah, our hand wasn't really that great. Yeah, let's just restart and concede. Let's play with the deck one more time. See how it goes. Alright, we got the ideal hand. We got Ekans on the active spot and Pidgey on the bench. I think for us we already got our basics, so let's Pokeball first to then our deck, and we want to try to get the evolutions for Pidgey. Let's put down Ekans and turn. They put an energy on Bulbasaur. Let's try and set up for Venusaur later on this battle. We got Pidgeotto and evolved it. Let's play Ekans. Let's use a bite for 20, and we could hit for 60 later on. There's a good play I'm thinking of if they don't put it down a Pokemon down on the bench. Oh, okay, never mind. Alright. So let's play Arbok. Let's put energy to it. And use Corner, which will trap Parasect in the active spot. Let's put Pidgey onto the last spot of our bench, and let's attack for 60. Alright. Oh my gosh, they belly up Ivysaur. Shoot. Okay. Let's build up another Arbok. Yeah, no matter what, if they put a Venusaur, we're in trouble again. Yeah, because it does... Oh, it doesn't do 100 damage. I think it does 80 damage, the non-EX one that they have in their deck. Oh, they evolved into Venomoth that has poison powder. Wow. Pidgeotto. I think for us, we had to take down this Ivysaur, or I could try to take down something else. Yeah, let's take down the Ivysaur and let's use Giovanni for more power. Now it does 70 onto it. And I can't retreat, and that is what I want. I actually like my Arbok down, so Ivysaur will attack. That's the power of Arbok. It doesn't allow Ivysaur to retreat. Let's Professor's Research. Nice, we got Pidgeot. Let's evolve into it. Let's put energy to Arbok to finish off the Ivysaur. Now they have Executor. Flip a coin and does 30 more damage. Oh man. 60. Yeah. Executor. This guy is so bulky. And one way to bypass this, that is, we could switch Arbok from the active to the bench with Pidgeot. And use this drive off ability to drive Executor off from the active. Now we attack. They put the Sparrow, and our wing attack does 70 damage, making us win the battle with our final point. Nice. Alright, let's keep playing Charizard and Arcanine deck. I'm going first. We got the Ekans. We got the Pidgeotto and Pidgeotly. In our hands. Hopefully this Pokeball gives us Pidgey, which we could start the evolution line on the bench, which is what we want. Also, Sparrow does pack for 20 damage. Let's Professor's Research to draw 2 cards. Let's evolve our Pidgey to Pidgeotto. They could have a Pharaoh, that's what I'm a bit afraid of. So let's Arbok. Let's put the energy up to Arbok. Let's enter. Draw 2 cards. What they get? Salasso, Charmander, building it up. Let's evolve. We don't need to be too hasty to evolve yet. I think once we put energy onto Pidgeotto, we should evolve. Let's use a potion on Arbok. And let's attack with 60 with his corner attack. Sparrow gets KO and I get a point. He puts a Charmander up. It doesn't evolve to Charmeleon. Then he does evolve to Charmeleon. Alright. Let's drive off. 60. Yeah, let's use Giovanni. The 70 to Charmeleon, and he can't retreat. But because we did use a potion in the previous turn, and we put the energy onto Charmeleon, it only does 60, but we live with 20 HP. Honestly, we could just have Arbok stay in, because all the bench Pokemon needs 2 energy to attack. So we could be a bit more greedy. Usually I would just retreat. But they could have an X speed, which lowers the retreat costs. And they could bring a Pokemon that could do 20 to Arbok. Let's Pokeball. And let's just play the risky play and this attack, securing our second point of the match. Oh wow, it does evolve to Arcanine, but it can't attack because it needs 3 energy. So what I could do is this. So it shouldn't be really worthy, and just keep the Arcanine in because this can't attack until 2 turns later, but unfortunately he's gonna die in 2 turns. Gets KO'd in 2 turns. Yeah, now I use Giovanni to do 10 more damage on the opponent's active Pokemon, which makes 70 damage onto it and gets KO'd for the final point. Blastoise and Gyarados. Let's battle. We got Pidgey up in front. Not that great for us. And we're going first again. Which kinda sucks. Let's end turn. Water Gun is 20. I could heal back up with Pidgeotto with the potion, and I'll evolve to Pidgeotto, and we could do 30 damage onto Squirtle. Let's use Giovanni as well. War Turtle. Oh, Seeking. That was lucky. Had KO'd my Pidgeotto. And I lose the battle since I don't have any more Pokemon on my side of the field. Wow. Alright. Uh, yes, I know I could use lightning type Pokemon on this battle. So let's switch back to our lightning deck from last video to do this battle. Going second. Go Blitzel. Let's profess this research first, because I want in my deck for some basics by drawing those 2 cards, then Pokeball. Hopefully you got Helioptile, nice. Kinda wish I had Helioptile in my active, but it's okay, let's sack kick it. Yeah, I should try to look into more of this deck. I'm not too sure why I have 2 Sabrinas. Oh, Storm is weak too. What was it? To steel, so not electric, so it didn't do super effective damage to it. Hopefully you guys have Striker. Unfortunately I did not. Oh, I wasn't really paying attention. I have an X speed in my hand, I think since the beginning, so I could have retreated my Blitzel to Helioptile or slash Helionis now and put both energies on, but yeah, let's sack kick and do 20. I need to pay attention a bit more. I was talking too much. I think I had Giovanni in my hand as well, instead of like Pokemon research at first, maybe. Yeah, I think I'm messing up a bit. Well, what we could do is X speed but so saving the energy from the retreat. Let's attack with Healingless to finish off Snom. It didn't really matter at all. The flip. I Cell KO it. Now this Gyarados, I need to take it out before it could attack us. So let's Giovanni the Optile. Hopefully we could draw another Healingless. And we can't take it out. Ooh. Yeah, likely we're gonna take it out because he can't retreat. Does he have a potion? No, even if he has a potion, we would still do at least 60 damage to it because of the super effectiveness of the attack. Let's KO Gyarados. That's a massive 100 onto it. Now Rattata comes in. Eradicate, it does 40. Let's Substrike What should I do against Judge Sabrina? Hoping for Jigglypuff or Seeking to come in. It's kind of like gamble. Doesn't really matter, I think, in this case. Let's use Giovanni to do as much damage on this Raticate and this attack. Nice! Enough of 80 damage onto it. And we win the battle. Tap to proceed. Victory. Well, we beat it 3 battles today. I think that would be all for today's video. So if you like this video, please thumbs it up and subscribe to my channel. Hang out with Les. Thank you. Bye.